The Restored Church of God offers many tools for the character development of its members. The social events and programs held in local congregations are invaluable for their learning and growth. Spokesman Club offers men a prime opportunity to become more effective in speaking ability and leadership. Held during the winter and spring seasons at headquarters and in field pastorates, many wonderful memories are generated by this unique program.
Anyone that has an opportunity to be in Spokesman Club should take it, because that is a tool that will help men learn how to teach. It will help men grow bonds towards one another, growing up to be more like Christ. Christ was the Word, and we are all going to be teachers of that Word.
Spokesman's Club, I think, is a great tool for men in God's church to learn how to properly speak. But I think the biggest part of Spokesman's Club is developing relationships and developing friendships that are long-lasting and life-lasting.
It's a wonderful opportunity for men to learn to be leaders, to develop themselves better as fathers, as husbands, become better Christians.
We get to learn to have proper etiquette. We get to learn how to speak. We get an opportunity to learn how to fellowship. Spokesman's Club is just a well put together avenue for men to become what God is looking for out of the men that He brings into the church.
These clubs present opportunity for men in God's church to grow in many aspects. One is an understanding of how the government of God works within the club. The second is to overcome a lot of our fears to develop the entire personality. And the third is to have an opportunity for men to fellowship in a Christian environment.
It's for men only, so sometimes topics come to the fore that are manly, and it teaches masculinity through Christian masculine fellowship, I would say. Also government, so they know when to speak, what to say, and they know their functions within the club, and it teaches them how to operate within the government of God.
Spokesman's Club is an opportunity for men in God's church to develop at a pace faster than they could in any other way. Speaking, fellowship, iron on iron, we grow. I would not be a minister today without Spokesman's Club.
Each meeting is conducted with decency and order. It follows a schedule of events that is outlined in the official Spokesman Club manual. Elements include vocal exercises, president's remarks, a business discussion, table topics, speeches, and evaluations. At the end of the evening, trophies are presented to recognize growth in individuals.
Spokesman's Club is very, very important. I remember going through Spokesman's Club myself, and it's a lot of fun. And it helps for young men and for men that are not so young to polish and to grow as speakers, to get out of their comfort zone. And it's just wonderful to watch them grow, and that is a joy to a minister.
You just see Christian growth in them and the closeness, the bonds of the men, and then of course most of the clubs near the end of their season that they're doing this have a ladies' night and allow the women to participate and enjoy that as well.
I've seen so many men in the Spokesman's Club who were literally shaking the first time they went behind the lectern to speak, to address their fellow men. But as time went on, progressed, you notice they began to relax, they could interact, they could speak confidently. I have seen the effect it has had, and so that's something that I hope we would even continue in the kingdom.
The Spokesman Club manual consists of 12 speeches. Once a man has successfully completed them, he is presented with a graduation certificate. He then goes on to deliver speeches from the graduate manual. The club year consists of a number of regular meetings. Members receive various opportunities to speak, evaluate, and perform other functions.
Every lesson adds another facet to your jewel as a public speaker. And the more you do it, experience the better speaker you are and the more confident you are as you are being prepared to be in a leadership role in God's church.
The opportunity to evaluate other men, one thing that I find that can really help men is that when you tell another man, you evaluate what he did, and you're mainly pointing the finger at him and saying, you know, you need to work on this, you could do better. All of a sudden you see those other three fingers pointing back at yourself. You think, wow, I just told him something that I need to work on. And that happens a lot. That is one of the big things that is beneficial about club.
It's iron sharpening iron during club. You know, men are standing up and breaking through boundaries and growing. They receive an evaluation, a heartfelt evaluation from their fellow club members, and that builds them up. And it builds the entire club up because we can learn from each other. You have to treat them as your friend. When they're giving a speech or giving an answer, you give them your full attention and watch them grow. And it's a wonderful thing.
Throughout the year, a variety of lectures are presented by the ministry to help men develop as speakers.
Think about the fact that you can edify, you can extol people, you can comfort them, and you can talk about all the true and right and good things of life which people should hear to improve their lives.
Be speech conscious. Be thinking about speaking all the time. Do a lot of little research every day. Little 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute events where you ask questions.
Bring us into that story and create the storyline and the emotional tug that makes us remember what you have to say, and it connects deeper into our minds and it has a bigger impact in our lives.
You all were very different people. You bring different histories, different cultures. You're from different age groups. You all have a unique background and a unique perspective to life.
We've all grown in what has been a long journey. Let's be grateful, very grateful, that God let us be a part of His Spokesman Club.
The grand finale of each season is known as Ladies' Night. This is a large event at which every man in club brings their spouse or a date for them to see what the club experience is all about. A selection of speakers present thrilling and engaging content for all to enjoy with plenty of humor. With the successful completion of each club year, growth is evident in those who have participated and put their whole heart into this program.
The growth I see in the club members is their vocabulary grows steadily over time. They're becoming more eloquent. They know how to express themselves, think on their feet during the table topic session. The speeches are organized. Everything is in the speech, that what should be in it.
Very early as a young man, I entered Spokesman's Club. I credit Spokesman's Club then setting me up for the rest of my career to be able to speak, and I became a national speaker. And I've always followed the introduction, the specific purpose statement, the body, and the conclusion format. And people were so grateful to have something that they viewed as very clear and structured, yet at the same time you can incorporate the humor and everything else that you learn. I would encourage all men who have the opportunity to please join Spokesman's Club.
Men should participate in Spokesman's Club because Spokesman's Club is all about leadership. It's all about learning government. It's about growing as an individual. And all of us want to grow as individuals, and we need leaders in the kingdom of God.
I wish everyone had the opportunity and take the opportunity to be a part of it.
If you have a club in your area, if someone has a chance to be part of a club, do it. Even if that means you're a tiny group. You could be a tiny group of 6 or 8 or 10, and you could have 3 assignments in a night. Dive in and do it. Men, if you can be part of Spokesman's Club, take the opportunity. Ask your minister, strive to grow and develop. You will be more effective and you can serve God's people in a greater way.
To learn more about the congregations of the Restored Church of God, contact us online